everyone, Chivos here, bring you another Football Manager 2016 video. It's time for another episode of my Pentagon challenge, and it's time for a new season here at Palmeiras. Now, the Brazilian National First Division has not started yet. We are still in the Sao Paulo state, but we're about halfway through, so I thought, why not join you guys here? We'll see how things have been going and what's been happening in the off season. So we currently sit in second in the Sao Paulo State Group bloody thingamajig. Now, Corinthians smashing it. They're a very good side. They are a fantastic side. So it's a bit worrying. It is a bit worrying. Now, it's not too bad though. It's not too bad. We currently sit in second. Sao Paulo do have a game in hand over us. Mogi Miram have 2 games in hand over us, but we're up there, which is good. We are up there now. Schedule-wise, things have been fantastic, you know. We only had 2 friendlies because there's just that much football to play in Brazil. It's ridiculous. You need a really big squad because you play that many games. Now, we've started off quite well. We've had the 2 draws in the friendlies. A bit disappointing, but then we had a 4-1 win in the first game of the Sao Paulo State. We then lost the next 2. One, we lost 3-2 to Sao Paulo. The next, we lost 1-0 to Ponte Preta. And then we've managed 5 good results in a row. You know, a 1-0 win, a 4-1 win, a 2-0 win against Santos, quite surprising there. A 0-0 draw with Guarantingueta, and then we beat Juventus SP 5-1. So they've been doing quite well. Now, obviously, it's a new club, so I haven't really shown you guys much, but I will show you guys the transfers, because we have done a bit of business. Obviously, we did have a bit of an off-season, so we have done a bit of a business. On the right-hand side is where we like to talk about first. So, 1P is the first guy to go. 33 years old. He was getting paid, I think it was 17k a week. I just felt we had to get rid of him. He's not a bad player, but he's getting old, and we don't really need him. Apart from that, Gabriel Garzon, a right back. He played for us for a while. He's actually on loan for a while. He didn't want to stay with us, so that's fine. Rodrigo Antonio, a youth prospect, nothing really big. And all the rest are really just youth prospects. Luis Fernando as well, just all youth players who weren't really going to go anywhere. But then we made some business. Now, Anderson went to PSG for 5 million. You think PSG have come in 5 million flat fee? He must have been a decent player. I'll tell you what, he was. He was decent, but the problem is I don't know if he's ever going to get any good. So I gambled. He's valued at 8 million now. He's on loan at Internacional, which I don't like. I don't like that at all because they're in the first division as well. But if you check him out, he's worth 5 million. So we've sold him, and he went straight into the reserves. So that's his own problem there. Now I'm happy. I am happy. We've bagged 5 million. We've reinvested in the squad, which is what we need to do. Whether he becomes a world-class player, it doesn't matter because he wouldn't have stayed with us forever. But we've done a bit of a job. We then sold at Kelvin as well for 75k. Technically, he's fantastic. Don't get me wrong, but physically, he just doesn't have it. And you check his overall career. Yeah, he had some good years, and he didn't have a really good one last year. And you know, he's gone to another division, so it doesn't bother me. It honestly doesn't. You know, it doesn't matter. Then a few loans went out. Roberto Reyes left as well. He went to Flamengo, 675k, now valued at 1.3 million. You know, he wasn't going to stay. He argued about staying, so I had to let him go. It just came to the point where I had to let him go. And how's he been doing? Yeah, not too bad for them. I'll tell you, he has been quite good for them. But it is disappointing that he left us, but you know, it's all for the best, really. And then just a few more loans there, and Pablo left on a free transfer. 27-year-old Brazilian striker, right? Why he was still at the club, I have no idea. You check his career history. He's been here the whole save and never played an appearance. Never played a game. You check from the start, nothing. And then it goes nothing, nothing. He never, ever made an appearance. So why they were paying him doesn't make any sense to me at all. Now, we'll go on the ins. Walter from Internacional, 7k. One for the future. He's 22 years old. Still got about a year of development. Not bad. For 7k, I couldn't say no. Could not say no. The next one, Gabriel Perez from Colón. £185,000. 23-year-old goalkeeper. Not bad. We've sent him out on loan. hoping he can develop a bit more. He has gone out on loan to Calmez in the Premier Division in Argentina. Argentina. It's Argentina. I was going to say Argentine Premier Division and Argentina at the same time. Really confusing. So he's not too bad. We have brought in Gustavo Roland from Newell's for 825k. A central midfielder, 16 first touch, 17 heading. He's not a bad player. I wish his passing and what was not was a bit better. But as a deep line playmaker, he doesn't do too bad a job. Decent. I'll tell you that now. So we've got him. We brought in Gilberto on a free transfer. This guy, right back, 33 years old. It's not about how old he is. It's about the job he will do. And on a free transfer, you know, he's going to do a job. I'll tell you that now. He looks very, very good. We bought Romulo from Vasco da Gama for 165k. Central midfielder. Can also play defensive mid. 31 years old. Jumping reach, not very good. But apart, physically average. Mentally average. Technically, got some first touch. Got some passing. Got some technique. This guy, a decent central midfielder. Which is good for us to see. Marcus Vinicius, we all know who this is. We've brought him back. Why not? You know, why not? He was on a free, so I thought we'll bring him back just for some shits and gigs. You know, why not? We then brought in a Ronaldinho, not Ronaldinho Gacho, whatever his name is. It's Ronaldinho, 250k, striker, 16 finishing, 17 heading. Can't complain. He should be able to do a job. Now, his career hasn't been the best so far. 1 goal, but 3 assists, and a 7.22 average rating. Not too bad. We'll see if he can continue to do a job. Brought in Abel Figueiredo from Cruzeiro for 170k. Central defender. Not too bad. Only 2.5 star current ability. 13 heading, 16 marking, 15 tackling. Not bad overall. Hasn't had the best of careers. Hopefully we can get him a good start here. But, you know, what can I say? Tiaguino from Vasco da Gama, 12k. You know, central defensive midfielder. He's only 20 years old. Got a bit of room to improve. Got a couple of years to go. Could become a decent player. Could become a decent squad player. That's why I've bought him in. You know, he's really cheap, so I couldn't really complain about that. Never did anything for Vasco da Gama. Hopefully he can do a job for us. So we bought in Victor Marquez from Internacional. 100k for a right midfielder who's 19 years old. Still has room to grow. Acceleration... physically very good. 16 jumping reach. He's 193 centimeters tall, and he's a right winger. Crazy. 16 first touch. I don't prefer him as an inside forward. He can't cut in, which is a bit of a pain. But you know, he's young. We've got him for half the price Internacional paid it for him. And hopefully he can do a job for us. We brought in Fabricio from Flamengo for 475k. This guy, central defender, 21 years old. 4-star potential ability. He's already 3-star current ability. 18 tackling, 18 marking, 13 heading. Bravery lacks a little, but a very, very good player. So this guy, 21 years old, I'm happy with him. I'll tell you that now. He has a journey a bit. He's been to Portugal. He's been to Mexico. He's back in Brazil. Hasn't had the best career to start off for us so far, but we have to give everyone time. Don't forget, we've got a huge season, so don't worry about it. Then Daniel Antonio, the last player I've bought in from Sao Paulo, 400k. A left midfielder. You know, we needed these wingers, we need these midfielders just in case. And as you can see, physically not too bad, mentally not too bad, and technically not too bad. So overall, a decent player. And you check his career. Goals-wise, not too bad. Assists-wise, You know, I'd expect a bit more from a winger, but, you know, he can do a job, and that's why we're here. Now, today, we're playing against Grêmio, Osasco, or Docs. Yeah, these names are getting worse and worse as I go. But, you know, it is a Sao Paulo state. This competition means nothing to me except a bit of prize money, so I'm not too worried about it. Obviously, I will join you guys for the season, but for today, let's just have a little play around, see how we go. This is how we're going to line up. Rodolfo in goal, Victor, Ronaldo, Max, Andre Luiz, Romulo, Andre Romalo, Gino Anton, Darwin Pasantes, Leo Jaba, and Ronaldinho leads the line. Ronaldinho leads because we have some injuries. Fabricio is out injured, Neto is out injured, and Dow is out injured as well, which is a bit of a shame. But goals-wise, Leo Jaba in the goals. As you can see, he's got 5 in 4. Fantastic. This guy, incredible player. I hope he stays with us for the rest of his career because physically he's got a bit. And technically, he's not too bad. And you check his career stats. Yeah, he didn't play too bad for Cruzeiro. You know, 74 goals in his league campaigns. Not a bad player. He started off his career at Corinthians, so what do you expect? But we'll get into today's game. I'm expecting a win, to be honest. I am expecting a win. Will we get one, though, is another question. Why do all these teams play so defensive? I don't understand. Defense is not a way to attack, because if you're not scoring goals, you're not winning games. You're only going to be drawing. So we'll have to see how things go. You know, I'm more than happy to see if we can perform. I'd like to perform, but are we going to? That's the other question. Now, it's been a decent start to our season. Obviously, it's not the first division. That's all we care about, the first division. We don't really care about the Sao Paulo State. Give us a bit of money in the bank, which we don't really need. We just want to be playing. Now, there was a job come up in the I think it was in the MLS. Ronaldinho scores. That's a great start. After half an hour, it's 1-0. Ronaldinho. We'll continue what I was going to say in just a second. We'll have a look at this goal, because this is far more important. You know, scoring goals win your games, and so far we're winning. So fantastic here. Here's Romulo, big ball over. Here's Anton on this right hand side, beats one, crosses it in. Ronaldinho on the volley. Great work there. Now there has been a job come up at I think it's DC United. It's someone. No, was it DC United? It was Cruz Azul. It was someone. They're playing DC. That's right. It's Cruz Azul. They're playing DC United, and Cruz Azul are in the quarterfinal of the North American Champions League. So I thought, maybe if I snuck in there and won the North American Champions League that quickly, we could have another one. But I've just signed for Palmeiras. I just don't know. I don't know. You know, it's a bit of a way. I'll tell the boys I'm happy with the performance. Keep it up. But there's potentially a chance to steal another Champions League. Now, I looked at the squad. I'm not too happy with it, to be honest. I think we could find a better job in North America. But you know, it's, what can I say? What can I say? I've looked at it. I've seriously considered going, because if we could snap up a Champions League that quickly, that would help our cause a lot. Obviously, we still have North America, we still have South America, and we still have Africa as well as Europe. But forget Europe for now. Africa, you check their Champions League, it's been dominated for the last 7 years. The same teams won it. So that's going to be a tough one. We're 70 minutes down. I need to make some subs. Now, just a quick note on Joelbach. You know, we did spend a lot of time down at Joelbach. Joelbach have won the league title again, I do believe. They won back-to-back Champions Leagues. Obviously, I've set something up incredible there. Otherwise, they wouldn't have done it without me. I'm telling you now. I don't care what they say. I make the rules here. Lucas Silva going to come on, as well as Daniel Antonio. Now, I'm telling you, if it wasn't for me, then Joelbach would not be in the position they are. I joined them when they were slightly weak. I made them into a very strong side. And what a quick game this has turned out to be. Here's Max. Take him off for Figueiredo. It's not too bad that it's a quick game, though, because although it's a quick game, we did have a bit of housework to do at the start of the video. So we do win 1-0. It's a good win, and I'm not too sad. Now it comes up with these groups, and they don't make sense to me, because it just goes in the league table. So we're topping the group, whatever that means. So we're not doing too bad there. Sao Paulo topping their group. Corinthians won 8-0. Corinthians seems like they have a very easy group. Ponte Preta, Juventus, Gremio. Yeah, Corinthians have only lost 0 games. They've only conceded 3 goals. So let's just quickly have a look at Corinthians. This is pretty cool. It must be a good side. So, oh my lord, they've won 4-1, 4-0, 7-1. And then 2-0, 4-0, 1-1, 7-0, and 3-0. And then they just won 8-0, didn't they? Against Batatais, whatever their bloody name is. But they're in the Copa Libertadores. If they sack their manager, I'd go there. Their hot prospect, Mateus. Not bad, not bad. And then you check their key player, who is Junior. A very, very good striker. 19 finishing, 17 acceleration. So Corinthians, definitely a strong side. You check this guy. Not bad. 120 and 342. Not bad. But, obviously, we've won. We have won, which is fantastic for us to see. There you go. Corinthians have won 8-0 with, I was going to say 8, but 7 different goal scorers. We've only won 1-0, which isn't the best, but it's not the worst. Now, we're doing well. Forget all this. This is all nonsense. We're getting money. I care about that. We're making money. I'm happy with that. But I don't know about this. They've been given money. I don't care about that. I don't want to be giving people money. I want to be getting money. And we got 300k. Finance wise, we're getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. We got 15 mil in the bank now. How they had so much money 3 years ago and now they've got nothing, I have no idea. But wage budget, we've got 44k in the bank and we do have 1 million in the transfer budget. I don't think we're going to make any more movements. I think we're just going to go with the squad we've got and see how we go. So obviously, schedule-wise, the first division is when I'm going to join you guys unless we get far in the Sao Paulo state. You see, this is like a league thing, and we're second. It doesn't make sense, but it then has the groups, and if you check the rules, it goes from the groups to the quarterfinal, the semi-final, and the final. So if we get to the final, 426k. So if we do make the final, I might join you guys for that. I'm not sure if it counts as a cup or not. As here, it reckons it's a championship, so it's going to be a cup, which is great. So we're going to have to look at that. And obviously, only 2 teams from the first division going to the Copa Libertadores, which does worry me a bit, because now we're down here in Brazil. The first division in Paraguay is better. Chile, Argentina, Paraguay. As you can see, the reputation is slowly going up, but it's not going up quick enough. Now I want to check the rules here just quickly. If we do check here, 4 teams qualify for the group stage, but how do they get in? I don't understand how you qualify. That's the problem. We got Flamengo in. Who else do we have in? Flamengo. We have Corinthians. We have Atletico Mineiro. And the other one is Vitoria, is it? It is. Now the question is, did these guys finish top 4 last season? That's one thing I need to figure out. We checked the stages here. We want to go back a season. Flamengo, Corinthians. Yeah, so the top 4. It is the top 4, apparently. So if we can finish top 4 next season, we could have the Champions League to look forward to. So that's one thing we have to remember. Top 4 finish is what we want to achieve. And if we can get top 4, then the group stage is where we can go. But that is it for today's episode. Obviously, I'll join you guys if we have a final. If not, it will be for the start of the first division season. But if you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to smash the like button. Subscribe to see more of my Pentagon challenge. And hopefully I catch you guys on another video.